Alright, welcome back to EU4 Slavedriver, Imarina, modded flag from Madagascar. Things are grim, but the real thing that's grim is how close I was to canning this and playing RimWorld all night instead. The itch isn't gone. I've been continuing to save off, off stream. But I said no, the anticipation of fighting off the Mamluks is slightly more exciting than fighting those hundreds of pirates that wanted to come and invade our base and steal well, no, let's not have the spoilers. Righto, what's happening here? We're out of manpower. We're being attacked by the Mamluks who've called in Ajuran. They outnumber us. Boy, do they outnumber us. They out-tech us. They're on 14 and 13. We're enjoying tech 12. We're also involved in two other wars. We just wrapped up Nupe there, but we're still at war with Benin, Bonaman, and Ashanti. This being very hard mode means I can't just send over two guys and their pet dog to take care of Africans, because god do they have numbers. Just like those natives in No, enough RimWorld. Still, we have cleaned their clocks. It's just wrapping up the last of Ashanti's troops, and Benin has a few troops hiding around there somewhere. And I see you there, Lundu. Why are you not sieging up what I told you to siege up? Get to work. I've got to remind myself that I'm actually not interested in inland West Africa whatsoever. I want the Ivory Coast for myself. That is it. All of this inland stuff, well, if there are slaves there, I'll let a subject take it. I don't want to take it for myself. The exception, because there is always an exception to prove the rule, are the areas of Man, Ding, and Kong. Can't make this stuff up. Because it's got all of the gold. Every last drop of it is within these two areas. But the gold is not all that's great. Joma is the province in the world with the most base manpower, period. And I want that. They've already set up a barracks for me. How nice. The barracks defense only works later on, Jenny. And how nice, quite a lot of it is still fetishist, although I doubt it will be by the time I get there. I need to wrap up this war and then come slaughter, it looks like Mabi there, and Jenny, of course. We'll get to it. But at least you have naval ideas, says Reinhardt. Yes, I have naval ideas, trade ideas, expansion ideas. I'm not sure we're ever going to take an idea group that actually helps our army. Maybe. But next on the list, you know it, it's going to be maritime. I am determined not to have a strong army here. Okay, I've made some mistakes. A few, but too few to mention. Except I'll mention this. I should have erected a fort here ages ago. I said I was going to, but I was busy coring it, and the coring is done now. I don't have an excuse not to have it done. Ajuran are spilling the troops back. They are exiled, probably from their war with Oman and Hormuz, probably via Timurids. Explains their truces. I do have 20k over here who can help out, but I don't think 20k is going to be enough for this. Like I said, the Mamluks out-tech me. You might not think tech 13 and 14 are that great, but 13 makes artillery a lot better. 14 makes infantry a lot better on the fire phase. That's almost 50% extra free on their fire attack. And as we all know, the fire phase comes first. I am ill-equipped to deal with the Mamluks. They also have defensive and religious ideas. And their own ideas give them extra discipline and a combat ability. Also, they have a 3-6 general. So the Mamluks mean business. I gotta finish this up and deal with that. How are we going to do that exactly? Well, I can't afford to lose my battles around here. So I want to merc up, but the first thing I think I'm gonna do is say, this is too much of a middling amount of professionalism. Vaska professionalism. Is that determined? But whatever. Vaska. Away it all goes, so that I get some manpower, and perhaps more importantly, the mercenary cost and available mercenaries go up, so I can bring those in. Naval force limit is meh. We're still going to activate fleet and get it over there, so that we block off any movement. As long as I can keep Tuyura and Mocha, well, or under my control, I can outmaneuver the Mamluks, because they have to go a long way around to get their units into anything that's vaguely useful. However, I don't know where all their armies are, so it's not easy for me to make decisions based on that. You also have no cannons, which I don't like. Let's vote for Pedro. I'm going to bring in... Now, he should be safe thanks to these forts, but I'm going to bring in 4 of them there. Jeez, the recruitment time is savage. We'll do it like that. Those are regular ones, right? Yeah, they are. And I'm going to bring in some... I haven't used mercs in ages. Didn't we use no mercs at all in the Montenegro run? Or was it some other run that we said was no mercs? Maybe the Prome one? Can't remember. It's not something I consciously do, but sometimes it just goes that way. Let's actually, since it's fairly important to win this war, let's actually pay attention to something. Combat width is 27. We have 20, so if you add 7, we're good. Except the Mamluks being at Tech 14 means that we'll use their combat width, which goes up by another 2. So I actually need to recruit 9 units here to make the most of combat width. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's a bit risky to go up there, but 7, 8, 9. Get the army up around here to take care of it. We're off of rebel suppression. If any rebels want to rise up here, that's going to be something of a problem for me. So I'm probably just going to give autonomy straight up to the lands I took. It's not exactly important land, but I can't be having rebels at this moment. Also, our royal family sucks. We switched out our government and we became a holy state. We thought, hey, we'll get rid of all the problems that we've had with crappy heirs, and immediately got a crappy heir. But because we're not a monarchy, we can't disinherit them, and they are old as balls, so I just hope they die first, and then we get somebody else who's probably slightly worse. Okay, speed down, unpause, unless there's anything else I need to care about. No, maybe, but it's not coming to mind. Oh, yes it is now. Before I forget about it later, it's defensiveness o'clock in all of these places. And we'll also check what military advisor we have, because fort defense, perfect. No, maybe not perfect, but it's what we'll take. Oh, it gets better and better. Alodia hired out their units so they can come and attack from this side, which means the... both of these aren't so protected by this fort now. Well, let's not risk these biscuits. These two provinces are protected. You might also be protected, so on you come, Colburn. I just want a few cannons so I can take out Adjuran's capital faster. Now, what's the story here? And it should be the end for you. Still, I'm going in there. I want Bonneman down and out. Good, they're still working on that siege. They didn't drop it long enough to lose the siege progress, or at least not much of it, and we are still blockading it. Dun 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 dun. Love this song. Didn't we just play this? Oh, right, I have it on repeat for one song. There we go. Let's get a new song going. Any chance global trade could spawn in one of your nodes if you spend enough money? Yes. Part of my plan, although I don't have long to do it, I've only got 28 years, is to erect a massive trade fleet and suckle all this money from Coromandel, Gujarat, and the Gulf of Aden down into probably the Cape of Good Hope. Potentially Zanzibar, but Cape of Good Hope would be slightly better, because I can get 100% of Zanzibar down in here, increase its value by 9.3%, and add 5 ducats to it. That will only be useful, though, if we don't hemorrhage all that trade power, and that trade power is being dragged out because other people have power in the Ivory Coast. Notably everyone. But only the local power there suckles it down, so who is sucking it out? Yolof, Congo. Okay, so one thing I need to do is take this away from Congo. I don't think Portugal has a lot of power here. Tichy. Oh, Carabias actually have power there. What? Ashanti we're about to deal with. Congo's got the bulk of it. So if we take care of Congo and... I swear that's Mali and not Ashanti. Oh, whatever. Congo, Ashanti, they go down. Clean up Jollof and Mali if I have the opportunity, and we will actually cap at the Cape of Good Hope instead of Zanzibar. Zanzibar we can have 100% of, but the Cape of Good Hope can be even better because I can move everything down to here and directly move from Coromandel and Malacca down there. That was a lot of long-winded stuff about trade, and I didn't even talk that much about it, but still. Let us carry on. That should be going fine, so my attention is actually over here. I need these mercs up and ready to fight and die for me. Okay, what's happening with Ashanti? He's running away to Cape Coast. He will probably have enough time to deal with that, unfortunately. Let's get together. Yeah, we can slaughter him then and there. Great. Leave just enough to keep the siege going. And the rest of us slaughter him and come on back. He'll have no morale, so he'll be fine. Actually, just slaughter him straight up. No need to double back. Always get your 10s to 1s and your no morale stack wipes. I don't usually add in that last part because it speaks for itself. Okay, mercs, I hired you to die for me. Now die for me. And the rest of you get together here and protect the others. I don't know where his troops are, but hopefully getting my boats over here will lift some of this fog of war. Well, there's no hopefully about it. That's exactly what will happen. I'm just hoping that what it shows me is good news. That's Ashanti pretty much down and out. We have a guy going over to Ivory Coast. I don't really want to dedicate 6,000 troops to that. What I want is to get my cavalry home. But let's hang out over there for a wee bit longer. Jeez. 5 cannons, 1 siege. But as long as I get my boats in there, I can make sure that I'm the one on top. Okay, so Bonneman's down and out. I think my original plan was to annex them, but looking at the map, there are no slaves here. The trade goods are pretty good. Coffee, dye, and ivory is really good. Hilariously enough, tropical wood is garbage, but we can still piece out Bonman for his money and his money. And we're actually pretty good on prestige, so there's nothing else particularly worth doing to him. I just realized my window is open and I keep hearing Tweety birds. Don't know if you could hear it, but I could, and that was bothersome. Hey Jake, what's your plan for the war with Mamluks? Winning it would be pretty swell. I can also force them to steer their trade into here, but I don't really make the money there, so it's not worth it. Then again, a long truce could be useful if I don't plan on fighting you again, but you never know when fighting Bonneman could be useful, so let's keep it at a modest peace deal. I was looking out the window just as you said it, looking for the racket. Okay. Esprit de corps. Gain 3 army professionalism, just when I don't need it. Okay, well, whatever. Adeni separatists, that's to be expected. Now you folks come back here and let's take Kaskanav off of you, because Kaskanav is my ace in the hole for this. Or so I hope. Don't you have the siege on you though? Well, there's no hurry with Ashanti. Let's just take care of that. And yeah, oh right, my cannons. Right, we add the cannons to that, should speed it up. 3,000 units should be all I need to take care of that province. So over they go, natives to slaughter, and you folks, back you come. I'd like to ship them all back, I'm just not sure if that's going to be viable. Where are my transport boats anyway? Oh, they were there. I think it's worth going to pick up more units. I'm going to need them for the big war anyway. Alright, how are things looking here? Keep on keeping on, everybody. Yes, we do conquer new states. Let's not worry about it. Let's gain loads of mercantilism. That's a very powerful event. And I'll be taking it. Right, fortunately they don't seem to be... Oh, hello, Mamluks. Just so happens I... I think I'll put you on here for the extra speed. Get you involved in that battle faster. Alright, good. The Mamluks are hoovering up my my rebels. Very important that I don't let this province fall. More important than I'm probably giving it the priority for. But if I don't let the Mamluks take that, I don't let them freely move around. Ah, crap. Look who's going for it right now. Right, I can't leave this one to chance. Get over there as fast as you can. Fortunately, that fort will hold them steady for a little bit. But I'm gonna have to march through that just to keep that place free for me. You guys get in there and repair up while you can, please. That fort keeps it safe, so I'm not too worried about things. Look who's there. Adjuran and their transports. I hope they don't actually have any troops on that. That would suck for me. Oh well. There we go. Get a bit of... Ooh, this place is still being... Huh. Didn't realize that was still being taken. Alright, well, just get on it. This has made the situation so very messy. Not to mention that Benin god-tier general of theirs coming in and taking care of Wari. Might be worth just piecing out with you so you get out of my hair. Anyway, all of you get together there. Seems like this war's not over yet. Hopefully he doesn't go down and kill me in Gambon, because if that rises up, that's game, set, and match for that colony. Get off the province, suckers. Good, they're getting out of there. I want them on that side, not this. Ah, crumbs, there's a Lodia. Get a Lodia. Oh, I will get them. I need my units over there. Good, you've taken care of that. You take care of those. You killed my subject, which kind of blows for me. I mean, I don't want to piece you out, and you don't want me to piece you out either. Get all these folks together, and let's go together. Take them down. Some meaningless occupations here, but I'm a little worried about the numbers game over here. Barreta's down. Good. That guy will reinforce and then take the next one. You guys just keep the occupations going here so I can see their every movement. Doesn't look like he's unloading any units. He's just interested in blockading me, which kind of sucks for my prosperity, but just accept that I'll never have prosperity. Alright, Timur's cancelling access. El Bur is down. I'll take this province so no, I can't go that far. Just go to Werder. There and there is fine for now. That's going to be a problem real soon. I got to make sure that that province doesn't fall. They also have a lot of units here. This could go particularly badly for me. Well, let's hope it doesn't, right? Hope for the best, plan for the worst. Maybe end up somewhere in between. Right, that is down. So over you go. Alright, good. He decided against that one. Still keeping these guys in here. I should really clean up Alodia. The problem is, if he ever turns around and goes through here and comes back, I'm in hot water. And you give access to his allies. The Mamluks actually have access to the Ottomans. Because Adjuran got it. That's a pain for me. That said, though, if I piece out Adjuran separately, then Mamluks are going to lose that. Then the Mamluks will be trapped over here, and that would be golden for me. So it's actually a pretty good incentive to piece out Adjuran as quickly as I can. But if his army's still alive, then he won't take that. He won't take that very quickly. Okay, he's almost certainly going over there. I should consider piecing him out if he's just going to kill my units like that. Well, I got here, but to what end? I can't be in every place at once. And I don't have any cannons to speed up that siege anyway. Now this is a holy war. What matters are winning those battles. And what also matters is not having him turn around and take care of my everything over here. So let's actually just have you hold down the fort there. Not literally the fort, but hopefully you understand what I'm saying. You guys get together and nuke that single artillery stack when the moment arises. You take the next turn of the month to repair yourselves, but otherwise, Crumsy is going there on October. I'd hope not to leave Benin alive, because they might get guaranteed or otherwise protected. But it's not to the point where I want to lose units unnecessarily over here. Then again, should I really be that scared of him? I think not. I have a better idea. Takes a little bit of time, but there are 3,000 of you, right? So I'm going to make you 4,000, 5,000, 6,000, and I'm going to give you this general, and you're going to get over there and protect the place. And these cannons are going to besiege this bugger. I'll send in more if need be. Together, good. I'm a little low on leadership right now. I don't want to get somebody extra, but Kaskanov is there. General's over there dealing with you. We'll make do. It's not like they have a general anyway. Besiege the fort, get them out of the war. Get the Mamluks stuck on this side. They're already marching up to get through the Ottoman. To be clear, the Ottoman gives access to Akyunlu, Tuniz, and Gizi. No, they don't. They gave access to Gizi, Marrakesh, and Ajiran. If Ajiran loses it, Mamluks will never get it. So I need to peace out Ajiran as soon as possible. They don't want peace, obviously. So I need to lay them under as much carpet sieging as possible. Without losing my ability to defend this area. Okay, Mamluk still haven't managed to take that mountain fort, which is good for me. They are still there, though. Come on, go and defend Cameroon. Go and pick up some extras if you need to. Their god general might give me a bit of a whooping here, but what you gonna do? Well, everything we can, that's what. I don't need all of you out. 3 heavies will be enough to secure this. As for you, are you repairing or something? You are. Get out there. Get trading for me. As for your aggressiveness, be bold. Slam those guys into the ground, get these sieges going. It's good to be there. It's also good to get over there. Hey Jake, what hotkey do you use to deselect your 1k siege stack? V. When you have a bunch of troops, V deselects the bottom one. Very handy for carpet sieging. Ah, jeez, we're getting burned here. Let's send in some reinforcements. Oh. I'm still not the master of hotkeys, you know. I think infantry will be more useful than cavalry at this point, so 1 cav and 2 of our scrunched up infantry will be better. If they can even get to Cameroon in time to save the day, because the day's not looking good for them, even though we are defending.